Hey everyone, today I'm coming at you with a Blue Eyes White Dragon Maiden deck profile. Before I get started, I'd like to remind you to like, comment, and subscribe to please the algorithm, and so other people can see my videos too. Right, that out of the way, let's get started. To start off, we have 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons. Pretty standard. Next off, we have the one of Deep Eyes. Basically hand trap for Blue Eyes. If they out your Blue Eyes, you can drop this on them, do some burn damage, and then this becomes a decent sized body. And then if they out this through card effect, it nukes their board. So that's pretty neat. Next off, we have 3 of Alternative. You special summon it by revealing a Blue Eyes in hand, and this can pop stuff on the board, monsters, so it's a good way for dealing with problematic things that your opponent controls. Next off, we have 2 Dragon Spirit of White. When it's normal or special summoned, it banishes a spell or trap your opponent controls, which is neat, and also you can tribute it off if your opponent controls a monster for one of these in hand. Next off, we have Triple Ash Blossom. You probably know what this card does. It stops a search or a special summon from deck. Pretty standard. Next off, we have Triple Sage with Eyes of Blue. Searches your level 1 light tuners. It's also for your synchro plays. Also, if you have like a light tuner in this, you summon your light tuner, then you can use Sage's second effect to send it to grave and tribute the monster for a Blue Eyes monster from deck. Next off, we have 3 White Stone of Ancients. This is usually what you're going to be searching with Sage. What you can do with this also is, like, if you draw this and the sage and, you know, this, you summon this, use this to send this to grave, and then during the end phase of the turn, this was sent to grave, special summon the Blue Eyes from deck. And then once per turn, you can also banish one of these to add a Blue Eyes monster from deck to hand. So, like, if you have one of these in grave and one of these in hand, you banish this from grave to add that back to your hand and then special summon it. Then we have the 3 of Maiden with Eyes of Blue. This is typically what you want to use the Sage effect on, like to the tribute effect, that is. Like, you summon this, use the Sage effect on her, then it gives you 2 Blue Eyes on board. Like, if she's targeted for an attack or card effect, that's what she does, she gets you a Blue Eyes. For our last monster, we have the 1 White Stone of Legend. Just adds a Blue Eyes from deck to hand when it's sent to grave. So you can use this pretty easily to get a Blue Eyes in hand for your alternative summons or trade in or whatever. Next off, for the spells, we have Triple Melody of Awakening Dragon. You discard a card and then search 2 dragon monsters with Blue Eyes stats. So typically what you're searching is Blue Eyes and Blue Eyes alternative. But what you can do is, if you have these 2 in hand, activate this, send this to grave, search 2 alternatives, the White Stone searches a Blue Eyes, and then you have 2 turns worth of alternatives to summon. So that gives you some plays that you can make for the next turns. Next off, we have 3 Return of the Dragon Lords. Revives a level 7 or 8 dragon from your grave. And also, if dragon monsters you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish this from grave instead. So it's basically like a better monster reborn for your level 7 or 8 dragons. Then we have Triple Mausoleum of White. It gives you an extra normal summon, which is really nice for going into things like Crystalling and whatnot. Also, yeah. Triple Trade-In. You're running a lot of level 8 dragons, so you run this to get them in grave for your Return of the Dragon Lords and to get more draws. Then we have 2 Cards of Consonance for your level 1 light tuners. So, like, your dragon tuners, that is, because you discard a dragon tuner and then draw 2 cards. And if both effects go off, the Cards of Consonance and the stone that you're discarding, it's always a +1, which is nice. Got double Dragon Shrine. Get your dragons in grave. Send a dragon monster from deck to grave, and if it was a normal monster, you send a second one. So typically you're sending like a Blue Eyes White Dragon or a Blue Eyes, not a Blue Eyes alternative, the Dragon Spirit of White, because it's considered a normal monster in Grave. Got the one of Silver's Cry. Revives normal dragon monster from Grave, and it's a quick play, so you can set it and then summon something on your opponent's turn. And the one of Terraforming to search that. Get the main deck out of the way. Let's go into the extra deck. To start off, we have triple Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. It can negate things in Grave. It stops your opponent from summoning 2 or more monsters at once, which, with the Numerons running around, that's pretty good. And then also it can tribute itself off for a White Dragon Synchro monster, such as Azure Eyes Silver Dragon, which protects your dragon monster for 2 turns. And then during your standby phases, it summons a normal dragon from Grave. And we've got the one of Crystal Wing. It's a negate, and it gains attack for things attacking into it, so it's hard to out. We've got the one of Stardust Spark and the one of Black Rose Moonlight for your for more targets for this. Typically you're going to go into this to make Crystal Wing. This bounces things, and this can protect itself. Then for our Xyz monsters, we have the Cipher Blade. It's like a Trident for the deck. We have 2 full armor that gets more pops in there. Got the one of Galaxy Eyes Cipher Dragon and the one of Tachyon Dragon. Tachyon's good for like slowing your opponent down during the battle phase. But typically what you're going to do with these 2 is go into this, and then if you need to, go into this. Then we have the one of Heretic Sun Dragon. It's non-targeting removal, which is important because a lot of things lately are immune to being targeted. Then we have the One Hope Harbinger. It's more negation, which is important. And finally, we have Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon. It's a contact fusion that can't be destroyed by battle. And if it attacks something and that thing doesn't get destroyed by battle, it gets banished instead. So it's good for outing problematic things. Finally, for the side deck, we have the one of Michael. It's another target for Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, and you can swap it out for Black Rose if you think it'll work better. Then we have the one Relinquished Anima. I thought this would be nice in there. Then we've got another Deep Eyes. I figured this would be good in here to, in case you need an extra one, for whatever reason. We've got 2 Kaijus, Dogoran and Jizukiru, because we're running Kaiju Slumber in here. Got the one of Master with Eyes of Blue, which is good for late game. And then Effect Veiler. This one works kind of like Sage, but for the graveyard. And then this is in here because it's a hand trap that Sage can search. Then we have Double Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. It's a board wipe that gives you both Kaijus. So, like, you'll play this on your opening turn and then just wipe their board. Got Double Twin Twister for getting rid of back row. Also can help get your white stones in Grave. Got the one of Regeki for getting rid of opponent's boards. A second Silver's Cry. And 2 Ultimate Creature of Destruction for protection. Anyways, that's it for this deck profile. I hope you liked it. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.